What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Currently, we are still at the Batea Villa, and it is pretty late, so I just decided to come out here because some people are sleeping, but some are just watching a movie. But what I wanted to make today's video about is basically how to achieve your dream life. And it is a 3-step process that you will need to go through in order to actually achieve your dream life. And I'll be going over those 3 steps really quickly so you can go back to the rest of your day. But what those 3 steps even are is, number 1, you have to find out what that dream life even is. You need to sit down with yourself for a very good amount of time, like 30 minutes to an hour, and do this maybe a few weeks or a few months, and actually sit down with yourself and see what you really want to get out of this life. Because as you know, we only do have this one life, so you need to be making the most out of it and achieving what you truly desire. So after this first step and you find out what you really want to get out of this life, the second step is to find out what calculated risk you need to take in order to actually achieve this life. Now, for me, what that was after I figured out that I wanted to travel the world and make money anywhere, I found that a lot of people were already doing that in Bangkok, Thailand, and they were already living my dream life. So I knew the calculated risk I needed to take was to book my flight to Thailand and make those connections with the people already living my dream life, and just literally just learning directly from them on how to do it. Now, after you find these calculated risks you need to take, you'll be moving on to step 3, which is obviously just taking action on what you actually need to do in order to achieve your dream life. Now, this is probably the hardest part for most people. It's kind of like a kind of graph where you go up, down, and then goes exponentially up. Now, a lot of people quit on trying to achieve their dream life after it goes up and down, and they quit right before they're actually achieving their dream life. Like, they quit right when they run out of informed optimism. But that's when you need to push through the hard times and the struggles to actually get what you want. And I mean, I've actually experienced that firsthand. When I came to Thailand with only 1,500 USD, I mean, it was literally at the very bottom of the depths of the chart where I was like, basically had 20 baht left to my name, and you can do the math on how much that is in USD. And I was just basically eating at the gas station, eating rice like every 4 days, and it was not a very good time. But I knew if I just pushed through and pushed to the other side, I would achieve my dream life. I mean, which I have. I've been able to kind of do this all just through remote sales and to actually make it to the other side of the hard times. So step 3 is definitely the hardest part of actually achieving your dream life. But I mean, after looking back on it, it's just very relieving and very reassuring that even if I go back into those hard times, I know I'll be able to make it out because I've already been through the hard times. I've been through the lowest of the lows. So, I mean, even if I go through lower lows, I know it's kind of like a slingshot kind of process. Like, no matter how down bad you are, you can always turn it around and make it work out for you. So if you do follow this 3-step process, it's literally inevitable for you to achieve what you truly want to get out of this life, because the only thing ever really holding you back in this life is yourself. So, I mean, as a man, you really do need to take responsibility for everything that happens to you. Even if it is someone else's fault, it's your fault for being in that situation in the first place, with being with that certain person or certain situation. And when you do achieve your dream life, it's not just the end of the road. Like, I'm not just gonna retire and die in this villa. There's always new goals to reach and new lives to conquer and new levels to kind of attain. So never just settle and retire, because that's just a myth. Once you retire and run out of dreams you're chasing, you're just a dead man living in a corpse. You need to have something that you're chasing as a man, and this will only benefit you with your relationships, with your emotions, with your desire, with your drive, with your motivation. There's so many benefits when you're actually chasing a goal. When you're not chasing a goal, you're just going to be chasing pleasure, and that just leads down a very dark path. I mean, I've seen it firsthand with a lot of old people in Pattaya. They don't have any purpose anymore. They have all this money to spend and nothing to really chase anymore. So they're just riding on the back of motorbikes with ladyboys and not really doing anything with their lives anymore. So when I'm actually looking at these old people, I mean, they're just corpses just walking around. They're basically just zombies. So don't let this be you. Find something to chase. Find the dream life that you actually want to attain and set your life to accomplish that. Don't just let life happen to you, because that will be the most detrimental thing to ever happen to you. And there will be storms. There'll be very dark times. But you need to learn to adapt and conquer these hard times and these storms of life to actually make the best of it and to experience life to the fullest. And I mean, you can just look at my Instagram and my YouTube as an example. I mean, I've been through the darkest of times. I don't know if I've shown that much of the dark times because I didn't really want to show that, because it was just me experiencing that by myself. But you will have to experience them, and you will have to do it alone. And that will only make you stronger. So take this video, write down these 3 steps, and kind of just go after it, and just take those steps necessary to achieve your dream life. And you won't be thanking me. You'll be thanking yourself for actually doing so. And you'll be living at a villa similar to this, or maybe even a bigger one. And you'll be achieving your dream life. And maybe you don't want to be at the beach. Maybe you want to be in the mountains snowboarding every day. Everyone has a different dream life. So don't just live someone else's life because that might make you feel better. Live the life that you want to live. Don't follow into someone else's footsteps, because it might not even be the same thing that you actually want. Find out what you want and go after it and conquer the world. And if you do want to live a similar life to mine, maybe not the exact life, but you want to live like a life where you could make money all around the world and kind of just make money wherever you go, I am taking on a few more mentees for my mentorship to actually getting to remote sales, where I can help you make $10,000 a month anywhere in the world. And if you are interested, I did put a link in the description. So just book a call with me, and I can see if I can help you see if I can help you reach your goals of making $10K a month anywhere in the world. And of course, that's just kind of the baseline. You can of course make a lot more like I am, and you can do the exact same thing as me. But yeah, the link is just in the bio, and I'll see you on the call. And if not, enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.